Hello and welcome back to Apt for You. In this particular video, I have basically started a new playlist on bit manipulation, and I'll be discussing some problems, very important problems, very common problems, and simple problems from bit manipulation. So, this is the first problem that I have picked up from bit manipulation, and we will be solving it. The problem is very simple. We have to basically check whether the kth bit is set or not, right? So, we have a number, decimal number, and its binary representation is given. Now, what we need to do is basically we have to check whether the kth bit of that number is set or not, right? So what does it mean? In simple words, suppose I have a number 500. Now the binary representation of this number 500 is equal to something like this, right? Basically this 500 is a decimal number. 500 is a decimal number because base is 10. Now its binary representation is basically given. In the binary representation the number appears to be like 1 1. We have how many ones? 1 2 3 4 5 5 ones, right? So 3 4 5 ones followed by 0 1 0 0, right? This is the binary representation of the number 500. Now we need to check that the value of k is equal to 3 is given, which means we have to check whether the third bit is 1 or not. So basically we have to, as they have mentioned in the question, as they have clearly mentioned in the question, check if the kth bit of n is 1 or not, right? Check if the kth bit of n is set or not, and position of set bit should be indexed starting with 0. So basically it is nothing, but you can see the indexing is starting from 0. So 0 in the sense this is the 0th bit, the first bit, second bit, third bit, 4 5 6 7 and 8, right? So now since k is equal to 3, I have to focus on this k index 3. I have to check that this bit is set or not, right? Now how do we check whether this particular bit is set or not? A very simple logic. You can see they have mentioned that it can be a one-liner logic. Just think of it, very simple. Yes, we can solve it in one line. How? Now since we are just trying to check whether this particular bit is set or not, don't you think it would be a good idea to suppose have a number like this entire number I'm copying here, okay? So suppose I have the number 0 1 0 0. This is the binary representation of the number 500, and since I want to focus on this bit, right? So why not create a number like this where 1 will be present only under this bit, right? And perform the AND operation. Now if this value is not equal to 0, if this value is not, now since we are performing bitwise AND, now obviously if this value is not equal to 0, it indicates that here obviously this bit was set, because if this is 0, then 0 and 1 AND will give you 0, right? But if this bit is 1, then 1 and 1 and 1 will give you 1. So which means that if I am using a value like this, right, wherein the bit under this particular digit will be 1, the bit under this particular bit is 1, then if I perform the 1 and this particular bit, if I perform the AND operation between these two bits, right, like suppose, very simple words, don't make it complicated. Suppose this bit is 0. If I want to check whether this bit is set or not, I will just do bitwise AND. And now what will happen? You see, all these bits position will have 0. This will also have 0. What about this position? Here 0 and 1 will give you what? 0. And you see the entire value is 0, which clearly indicates that this bit was not set, right? What if this bit was set? What would happen if this would have been set? If this bit would have been set, which indicates that, suppose if there is 1 here, suppose the index 3 bit is set to 1. Now if you perform the bitwise AND, what would happen? All these bit would lead to 1, all these bitwise AND would lead to 1, 0 0 0 0. These also will lead to 0 0 0. Under this bit you will get 1 and 1 equal to 1, which means that if your this bit is set 1, the value will be non-zero, and you will have some value, that is 1, right? You will have some value non-zero, right? So this is how we can basically check whether a particular bit is set to 1 or not. Now how do we check that? First of all, what we will do, simple, we will basically say if the bitwise operation of n and now I will be doing the bitwise operation with what? For example, suppose this number, I want to check whether this bit is set to 1 or not. For this I have to bring 1 here, and all those things will be 0, and only 1 should be present here. So this is the number that I have to create. How do you create this number? For creating this number, you can remember I will be having a value 1 first. Now I will perform left shift. How many times? Since I want to come in this position, so 1 2 and 3. Getting the point? K is equal to 3. So if you perform one left shift K, what would happen? If you perform one left shift K, what would happen? One left shift K means you will be easily able to generate this type of number, wherein the bit under this particular position will be set to 1, right? You will be able to create this particular supporting value, because this value will basically help us to check whether the number is set to or not, right? And that's it. That is what we are doing. We have a number 1, we will perform left shift K times. Fine. Whatever number comes, we will perform AND operation with this number n. Finally, if this is true, means return true, which means the bit is set. Else, if you are getting a if you are getting 0, suppose bitwise operation will lead to 0, that means that the bit was not set, so we will return false. That's it. So you can see, very simple. In few lines we just coded the entire problem. So yeah, that's how this particular problem works. Considering the time complexity of this particular problem is log n, right? Why? Because why log n? Sorry, I think we are just ending some. Okay, this is the bracket should be closed. Compile. Right. So the time complexity, yeah, you can see the value 4, right? 4, 1, 2, 4. So basically it is represented binary as this. Now I want to find whether the 0th bit is set or not. So obviously 0 bit is not set, hence the output is no. That is why it is returning false, right? So considering the time complexity is log n. Why log n? Because you see, the number of bits in a number, the number of bits required to represent the number n is given by the formula log n base 2 floor plus 1, right? This is the formula. So basically the number of bits required by a number requires for representing by the decimal number n is equal to log n base 2 plus 1. So basically now the number of bits can be decided by order of log n. Now you see we are performing left shift of k. In the worst case we can perform left shift till here, right? So basically it depends upon the total number of bits, and total number of bits is nothing but order of log n, and hence that is the answer. So that's all from this particular video. I hope this video was helpful. In case of any doubt, please feel free to put it out in the comment section. Just like, share and subscribe. Thank you.